Hello, hello, welcome back to Gold Rush. I'm Hitman82, and what have I done today? It's Sunday. Well, it's Sunday when you're watching this, and we have a Frankenstein. Used it a little bit. I can see a little bit of dirt on the end of it where I put some on there, ran it through. So I've tested it a little bit. It works. Pretty happy with it. Here, I'll just show over here where I've been digging. Run. So you can see, let's bring up that block here. It was 135. So where I was digging before, that's all that's left is just a little bit. There's still some gold in there. So I got the loader there. I'll finish that off later. So what I had done is I had the excavator sitting here, digging and dropping the dirt off right around here. And then with the Frankenstein, I was able to fill the dump truck right over there. So that's the distance it could reach. It was right by the fuel, so the end of it was right around there. But being straight like that on this curve, it was tight. It was tight at the park, right over on the inside of the curve. Anyway, and it holds about a little around 2 dump trucks worth of dirt. So let us go set up. Now that we've got that spot kind of cleared up, my plan is to. I was going to start right here because it's the closest, but then the more I dig, the harder it's going to be to get to the rest. So I'm actually going to start right here on 378, and I'm going to dig all this away, starting this way and going from the bottom left to the upper right, so that I'm not having to keep driving over where I've already been digging. And once that's clear, we'll head down to 435 in this area, and then kind of start clearing it this way towards the wash plant. So we're heading over there. I think I already parked the excavator there. So I did hire the worker, the Frankenstein worker, because, you know, I'm not spending enough money on workers. I'm dumb. Anyway, so it'll drive 15% faster. I have not had any breakdowns on it, but I haven't really been running it long either. So let's head that way. The next upgrade on the worker costs $12,500, and it reduces breakdowns by 20%. So we're not there yet, though. After the first thing breaks and I'm like, oh my god, this is such a pain, then maybe I'll do that. Well, actually, I'll wait, because I actually want the breakdowns so that I see what needs to be fixed and how often. And then I can worry about spending that extra money to stop or reduce the breakdowns. So maybe we'll see today. This worked out really well, this road. Look at how easy it is for me to get over this way. I'm almost tempted to get the bulldozer and continue the road over here, but we'll see how close. I'm not sure where the end of the Frankenstein will be for the dump truck, because it may actually reach where we're looking right now. Right here on my right of the screen. Guess we'll see. So let's turn this huge thing around. So right now the front part of the conveyor is retracted, so it will double in length. So what I want to do is, there's a nice little hole right here. If I get down in here, I can reduce the height of the conveyor. That way I won't have to scoop so high with the excavator. Every time I hit the reverse, the accelerator to go backwards, it switches from turning one way to the other. Fun with tracked vehicles. There we go. How's that gonna work? Let's hop out here and go have a look. So what I want to do is basically get the front of this conveyor right around in here. Actually, that would be good. So I'd just back up a little more. And the reason I want to do that is the less I'm moving the bucket of the excavator, the better. The faster I can load. Oh yeah, that looks good. Now let's switch to the excavator. Where is that in the list? It's the dozer. Here we go. Alright, start that up. I think that will reach, won't it? When in doubt, get on out. Yep, that's gonna reach. Okay, that's about a 45-degree angle if I'm digging right here. I'll be digging this block out of here too, so I guess I'll want to start digging from this corner and work that way. Alright, so let's extend the... Well, first of all, I suppose we should put the brakes on this. We're running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Here we go. Turn this off, and then back to... There we go. Now, let's have a look. Here's the controls. This is for when you're in conveyor mode. Why is it doing it in chunks like that? I think there's a little bit of dirt. Oh, there we go. There was a little bit of dirt on the conveyor, so when I was doing this, I didn't like it. Alright. Now I can... okay, there we go. Let's back up a little more. A little bit closer. There we go. I think that'll do the trick. Now, you see it's up quite high. That could be a problem trying to get the dump truck in here. I might have to get over here with the dozer. Yeah, this is good dirt that I'm standing on though, so I don't want to mess with it too much. But I might get the dozer over here and kind of flatten this a little bit so I have a parking spot for the truck. But I have a feeling that where I'm digging now will be moving pretty quickly, so this is the benefit of having this all mobile. Okay, well, let's fire up. Oh, I've got that pretty low. I want to get that off the ground or else it can make it go tippy crazy. We don't like tippy crazy, do we? Let's see. Different views here. That looks good. And now we start digging, finally. This view gonna work? We'll get there. Just want to make sure I get things set up here so we can work. There. Alright, time to break ground in the new spot. It's pretty shallow right there. Oh well. I just replaced the teeth on this, so they'll last us a while. So each scoop is about 5% capacity on the Frankenstein. So 20 scoops to fill it. I haven't tried the loader on it. I get a sneaking suspicion if I use the loader on there, I'm going to lose a lot of dirt because of the shape here. Just the loader bucket's too wide for it. I haven't tried it though. Oh, we finally got the Frankenstein. Because of $1 Sunday. Yay, $1 Sunday. Maybe next Sunday we'll get another Frankenstein. And then we can chain them. That'd be neat. Oh, I gotta start making some money so I can upgrade the wash plant. That's the next thing to do. So the Frankenstein actually has 2 fuel tanks. One for the engine to be able to drive, and then there's another one for the conveyor. So when you can turn the conveyor on without turning on the excavator. So it'll, I think it's a smaller tank that you'll use less fuel. So that's kind of neat. And it's nice being able to see right here to the right of the bucket. I can see the fuel and the capacity filled. So that's nice. I'm glad they did it there instead of right over the middle of the machine. And I have to keep turning. I'd either have to count my buckets or have to keep turning the load. So we shouldn't be losing any gold here. It's all going into here, and I'm not caving any in. Now, so if I was really good with the excavator, I could dig it down a little ways and move and then come back once I stripped this whole area down to a little ways. But I'm not very good that way. I can't smooth it out that well. I probably could, it would just take me forever, so it wouldn't be worth it. What we're trying to do is move as much dirt as we can to put through the wash plant and get that gold out. if anything, I think my amount of dirt I've been moving recently has been dropping more. But the further away I get, the more complicated things get. Because now I'll have to, when I go to fill the dump truck, well, you'll see, but it takes a little while for that to go through the conveyor to the truck. But I'll do with this the same thing I do with the conveyor on the wash plant, where I'll leave the dirt on the conveyor and then just keep filling it up that way. You'll see. You'll see. It's like a buffer. I'll use what's on the conveyor as a buffer. And we won't be waiting quite so long. It's still pretty long. It takes a couple minutes to fill it. That's good enough. Let's hop out of here. Alright, so next up we need... Well, actually, I'm going to get back in that so I can get to the dump truck faster. There we go. Away we go. So we get to that road. At first I was like, well, that was a waste of time, but at least I got to show the dozer. But as you can see, this road is going to be quite useful if I can stay on it. There we go. See, oh wow, I'm actually going to have to shorten that. Well, that's okay. Okay with that. Now you can see there's a little strip of dirt where I was extending it. There we go. By shortening it up, that might actually work out better. Except, I don't know. If you shorten up the conveyor, there'd be less dirt on the conveyor. Don't know if that's going to matter. I don't think so. So, yeah, I just need to learn how to do this a little more efficiently here. Once I kind of get an idea where to park. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh my. There we go. This is it. This is it. Okay, well, we'll see if that's it. We'll see. Let's head in here, fire it up. So let's get our view. Can I rotate that? I can. Alright, there we go. So, now we turn on the conveyor and... there we go. Running up the hill. So whether I have this elevator or not, I don't think will make any difference. So, because I've got the other end so low for loading it with the excavator, puts this up quite high. Alright, so it's going to go in it. Oh, look at that. Right in the middle. You'd almost think I'd done this a couple times. I was messing with this last night. Stayed up way too late. Almost midnight. I know, well, that's pretty late for me now. Summer hours. I'm usually a night owl. We're up to me, I'd be up till 2 or 3 in the morning every night and get up at 10 in the morning. And that's, yeah, that doesn't work so well when you're in the summer and you're trying to deal with the heat, the sun, and you need to get out and work. You want to do that early in the morning. That's cool. Which it is right now when I'm recording this instead, but oh well. Oh well. Finally got rain, so excited. Finally got rain, we've been first rain since about April. First decent rain since April. And it's, you know, the first week of September. Which actually, I think this might be a bit early this year, which is good. Our forest fire risk was so high, so glad to see that rain. I can sleep at night now without worrying. Whoops. That's in driving mode, not conveyor mode, so I couldn't shut it off fast enough. I might have lost 2%. We'll survive. Oops. So hopefully now, because of this system, I don't have to do a whole lot of digging crappy dirt. So hopefully we're gonna get see our yield go up. And that's the plan. Another plan is don't go off the little causeway here. But you see now I'm not really having to drive up and down any major hills. So this is much easier, faster. And looks like I've already got the hopper filled, and even I had to refuel the loader, so I brought another scoop of dirt up, so hopefully the shaker won't fill one on the conveyor here. Okay, well, let's fire this up. So, again, if I left this running steady, which, you know, I could do, um, the, the fuel costs and the repair cost is just going to kill me. More so. More than it's killing me already. Submit it to work its way through. And wait for another repair. I replaced two duplex jigs last night. Actually, we can have a look at that as soon as this is done. See what I've lost for parts since last together, which was yesterday morning, so I played it a bit this night. Oh, I did have to go and run a load of the tater. I had to run it on the wavetable server. So it's getting low on cash. So we left the conveyor empty. Oh no, I didn't have any empty buckets, so we kept it nice and loaded up. Keep it buffered. Don't want to waste any fuel. Get out again. I'm waiting for that. So I gotta watch out that shaker doesn't fill up. Close. Come on, shaker, keep on shaking. Only these on those springs. Breaking the springs. $3,000 for a spring. Oh, ridiculous. Sounds like a Harry Potter spell. Ridiculoso. That's the one that made them all look funny. Like the spider on roller skates, I think. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen it. And I like those movies. Harry Potter movies. Yeah, I know them old, but still, they were entertaining. Weren't full of, you know, guns blazing and cursing and all that other stuff that comes with a lot of the action movies that I watch. So, nice, relaxing change. Except for the part with the spiders in the woods. You like that part, or do you find that scary? All the little spiders chasing them, and then the car sinks. Oh, sorry, spoiler alert. Too late. Too late, sorry. Not sorry. Okay, this is almost down here. Wow, no breakdowns. It's like rolling dice every time you hit the power buttons here. Ah, blessed silence. Let's get in this another machine and make more noise then. Now this one's not very noisy. So I should be able to go back and load up that again, but I'm not going to because I don't want to... see, if I load up from the conveyor right now, I'll go back and I'll fill the hopper. It just... what I want to do is it will fill the truck 2 times, which is what I can use to run the wash plant. So basically every time I fill the conveyor, I'll have to run the wash plant. Let's see. I tried coming around this side. Let's see. That may not work out because this little gully here in front of me. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I won't worry about that right now. So let's see how much is in the conveyor now. Run. 25%. Okay, so really? Oh, because there's a lot on the conveyor belt. That's where all that went. Okay, so let's fill this up completely again. Then we'll be able to fill the truck twice. So one load for the hopper on the conveyor over at the wash plant, and the other one in the truck. Well, we'll try this one. Okay, I don't want to dig down too far there. Don't want to lose that dirt. Oh, really? Oh, there goes the hose. Is that on the other side? Yep. Oh well. Slowly. You see how slow it's going? That's because of that broken hose. Have to go get the truck because that's a whole long way to run. And you don't take the hose off and then go get the truck, because you can't go between the vehicles once you've disabled part of a vehicle. So if I took this hose off right now, and then I tried to get in the excavator, it would say no. And then if I hit my hot buttons to get in a vehicle, it would still say no because of that. So we'll go get the part first. So we need to get to our pickup truck. When I went to town, I bought a bunch of hoses. So I should have a bunch sitting here. And while I'm at it, I'll take this fuel tank over because I'm going to need it over that way. I wonder if it's worth getting another big fuel tank and then just setting it over there. Nah. Oh, I noticed when I went to fill the fuel tank, I bought 1,000 gallons instead of... basically, I think you can purchase way more gas than the thing holds, and then you're just wasting money. That's what it appears to be. So now I'm very careful about how much fuel I said gas, but I meant fuel, diesel. Anyway, yeah, I suspect I'm losing money there, that if I order, say, 2,000 gallons, well, it doesn't hold 2,000 gallons, so the rest is wasted. I think that's what's happening. So anyway, I'm waiting until it gets pretty low, then I'll buy, 1,000 gallons or something, so it'll fill it to 80%. Yeah, let's see, I think we're safe to park here, because then we're not in where we're going to be digging. Get this hose. Gonna have to buy some more teeth as well, but it'll be a little while, I think, before we break these. Alright, let's get this off of here. Wonder how loud that is. That'll wake you up and your neighbors. I've had this with the game volume up, having this going, and then if you go to the menu screen, it'll keep creaking. Like if say the thing that shows how much dirt you run in the day and all that pops up, whatever sound is going will keep going. So you're doing this, and then it pops up, and you'll keep hearing that squeak, squeak, squeak in the background. Drive me batty. Right about then is when I started muting the game when I'm watching stuff. I watched the original Dune movie last night. That was pretty good, as it usually is, always is. Love that movie. Obviously, I've seen it a million times. All right, back to work. Now we went down too long, considering we blew a hose here. In real life, it takes a little longer. A little longer to repair. Didn't have to drain out any hydraulic oil or anything there. Just dumped it on the ground, I guess. That's not good. And then run it through the wash plant. Well, that'll clean it. Alright, what I'm gonna have to do here is I'll have to check the map and make sure that I'm digging in the right area here. Obviously I'm in the right square, but what other squares? We're looking at 378, so it's this one. So I hope that's the one I'm digging in. Yeah, okay. So, right, so this is the next one there. And that's as far as we dig to the north in this area. So it's, I could actually have gone a little bit further forward, I guess. Well, I'm running out of dirt here to dig. This is a pretty shallow spot. It shows here that it's 3.8 meters, and that's in the deepest part, when it drops off pretty significantly. Still 115 ounces of gold in there, of which we'll recover, I don't know, 25%, something like that. Oh, these windmills here, it turns faster. So let's dig this out of here, so I'll have to dig around the edges, otherwise I'll have a cliff face. Don't want that. Gold digging in the morning. As you can see with this Frankenstein, you can get set up and get moving pretty much anywhere you want pretty quickly. It is useful in that respect. Having two would be nice. You put one on either side of the hole, and then you can just fill two of them, and that'll fill a wash plant a few times. Gotta get that D-rock. Maybe that'll speed up the... See, remember when I said, well, the speed of the wash plant doesn't really matter. I just gotta stand there a bit longer. Well, now it does matter, because we're able to supply a lot more dirt that we need to run it through more quickly. Because that's less fuel burn, so less time me standing there waiting for it. So it's a baby in the wash plant. That's the way to do it, though. That's how you keep things tip-top. It's like my backhoe in real life. I try not to work it too hard. It's in its retirement years. The thing's probably older than some of you guys. It's built in '82. No, maybe actually, I think it was '81. Yeah, I think it was '81. I keep saying '82 just because of the '82 at the end of my name, I guess. Maybe. Those of you who are kind of new to my channel from watching this, wondered where the '82 came from. I worked for a school district. Back in 2003, I made a gaming clan for Battlefield 1942, and so my co-workers and I, the only way to really find each other with the archaic browser, or game browser at that time, was to put an 82 at the end of our names, because that was the school district number. So one of my friends, the electrician, his name was Shockman82. I was Hitman82. How shocking. Let's see, now is that dump truck in a good spot? I guess we'll find out. That doesn't look good. Well, I'm gonna move it just because I don't want to miss with some of the dirt. Look at the wheel up in the air, spinning away. Derpy derpy. There we go. Start this up and I'll move over a little bit. Over here, maybe? There. Precarious. A little bit precarious. Yeah, I should get over here with the dozer and flatten that. But you know what? I'm gonna have to move this anyways, pretty quickly. So, yeah, waste of time. Okay, is that gonna go in there? Oh my. Alright, well, let's just tap through this way. Move forward a little more. There, that'll do it. I think. Never get back to the machine. There we go. I can't tell. Is that going in there? It looks like it. Yep, that's filling it. Yeah, the only problem with this view is I can see where it's dumping in. I can see the how much is in the dump truck, but I cannot see how much is in the machine. So let's see. Okay, so I see it's at 46%, and then I can see, okay, that's gonna work. And but still, I like that a bit better. There we go. It's at 60. Just about out of time for today. We'll go a few more minutes long, just so we get to see how much this thing will hold. Now that we've got the conveyor kind of filled up. So we lost. I don't know if we actually lost any there. I think it was going into the dump truck, but I was just being fussy. Like Add a gas pump there. I'm trying to fill up that last little bit. No, you don't. You're not supposed to do that. So that's at 48%. So yeah, we can get about 2 loads on the dump truck, but that includes. Well, I think that includes the dirt on the conveyor. I don't really know. Guess we'll learn that. All right. Well, let's get this over to the wash plant. Yeah. So if I shorten that up, maybe I'll do that. I'll shorten the conveyor up when I get back, and that way I don't have to park down in the uneven area. I have to drive a little bit further, but it's not a big deal. Not at this speed. I'm surprised they haven't made these wheels on the dump truck and loader replaceable. Oh well, I'm sure that'll come. At least you don't have to replace any cup holders. That would just be busy work. Replace worn seats. And those of you who have old vehicles, you know just what I'm talking about, right? A seat with a hole in it, where either the fake leather or the vinyl or fabric has worn away, and now you can see the stuffing in the seat. And if it rains and you got a vinyl seat on something outdoor equipment like a lawnmower or an excavator or whatever, and it gets wet, so you got to keep a bag over the seat so that you don't get wet. You know what I'm talking about. So now if I shorten this thing up, the conveyor will run while I'm shorting that up. Shorting, whatever. So it would just dump the dirt. So I don't want to dump dirt. So I'm gonna get this underneath it. Think. All right. Well, let's see. Alright, so now if we yeah, see how it's going while I'm shortening this. So I want to make sure that dirt's going into the dump truck. And it is. Nope. Is it? Yeah, it is. Alright, so now I've shortened it some. Then we tab our way back through. I say tabbing, but it's not really tab. Or we step our way through. I think that's a little better. I suppose I could go further. Wiggling around here, trying to get under this. That's good enough. Whoa. Hop out. Back in this one. Whoops. There we go. Oops, I'm gonna shut off the engine again. So now what I'm watching for is the capacity on the dump truck filling, as well as the dirt on the conveyor. As soon as I see a gap at the very end on the right there, then I'll stop it even if the dump truck's not full, because I don't want to lose all this buffer on the conveyor. Because then you gotta sit here and wait while this empty space moves all the way up the conveyor. That is a waste of time and fuel. Because right now this is burning the fuel in the conveyor system. Whoa, what's going on over there? Why is there dirt showing up right there? I'll watch that. I wonder if I'm getting some spillage. I saw right at the end of the conveyor the dirt on the other side of the dump truck just showed up. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, and then you can see on the right side, you can see there's a gap. So we'll go and look at that. So that got the dump truck full twice, and you can see there's just a little bit of a gap here where there's no dirt. That's okay. Now the dirt I was talking about hitting the ground was over here. Right here. If you look back on your video from just when I said that, you'll see these three little three darker brown circles popped up. Looks like some there too. So Is that spillage, or I don't know what that is. But anyway, I'll be keeping an eye on that. Alright, so I think I'll wrap things up here for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you like the Frankenstein. We'll be using that, and we'll probably be getting another one next week, maybe, with my $1 Sundays. So tune in for that, and tune in for, let me see. So this video is going out on Sunday. I'm not sure if I'll have one on at the first of the week. I'm kind of really busy here right now, so it's kind of hard to do the recordings. So we'll see what we get. Anyway, until then, thank you again for joining me, and hit like if you enjoyed what you saw today, and leave a comment. I'm interested in just making sure that audio level's okay. So if the machines are too loud or too quiet, let me know on the channel, and we'll keep adjusting. So I will see you next time. Bye for now.